All right, formative assessment tools. Tool number 3 is Poll Everywhere. PollEverywhere.com. What it allows you to do is use different, again, anything with a browser, as well as you can text in answers, tweet in answers, do different things like that. And so just another option for you to use for formative assessment in the classroom with your devices. And so it's PollEverywhere.com. You're going to want to create an account. Which would be up in the right hand corner. I'm already signed in, so mine says log out. And so I've signed in. And what this one allows me to do is I can create polls and have them up on my board. So for instance, I have to, let's create a poll. And this poll will say, what is your favorite color? We'll just use that one. Okay, now you can do a couple things. You have a couple options. You can keep this an open-ended question, or you can do multiple choice. And so we can do multiple choice, and we can change this to red, do green, blue. Okay, so we can do that. Or we can just keep it an open-ended question. And then how do we want our answers to appear? Do we want them in a text wall, ticker format, a cluster format, word cloud? Doesn't matter. It's up to you. I kind of like the cluster format. Looks looks neat. And so we hit create poll, and this is what we get. And you have the ability to start and stop the poll. It's automatically started. And the one thing that we want to jump down to is how people can respond. And so you can set this up to have them respond by text message, by web devices from pollev.com, or they can tweet to the poll. I like to add the tweet to the poll, or a private link. You can also download the slide into a PowerPoint if you so choose. You can do that as well. And you can also share it out these ways. And so for instance, right now we have, I'm just going to go to full screen right now so you can see it. We have the ability to text in an answer. We have the ability to tweet in an answer, and we also can go to pollev.com to submit responses as well. And so what we can do is on my phone, I'm going to do this right now, we can submit an answer. So we're going to go to your number that you're going to go to is the number 37607. Okay. And then at the beginning of our text, we've got to put this number in there. The 764209 has to be in that text right away because it'll recognize the question. So it's, I text in my text body, I type in 764209, hit a space bar, and then I type in my answer. And so in a little bit that'll pop up here. You'll see it on the board. So there's my response that I just put in by texting. You can also tweet your answer. So I can type in, if you have a Twitter account, you can go blue at poll 764209, and it'll send it to this board. You can also have your students on a browser go to pollev.com, and let's take a look at what that looks like. So if I go to pollev.com, I can type in my web response. And my response, I have to make sure that I put the number 764209 in there. So it'll recognize the question, 764209. And then I put in the answer, for instance, red. Hit submit response. And back here, you'll be able to see that the answer goes on the board. And so different ways to be able to do that. There's also Basically, you can do open-ended or multiple choice questions, however you so choose, and you start and stop them. The only downfall is the free version. So let's look at how was lunch. This is one that we did one I did a while ago. You know, you don't have the ability to see exactly who sent it. So I can see that it came from a text or a web, but I can't see the fact of who did it unless I were to become a pro account. And so you got to upgrade your account in order to get that. And so you got to really number one, trust your students, and number two, just be vigilant and lay the law down right away when using polleverywhere.com. Plus they're texting and things, so that's a little different. Something you need to get used to in the classroom. They can, like I said, use Twitter. They can use the web browser, or they could use texting. So kind of a neat little tool. It's been around for a little while, and so you maybe have heard of it. But nonetheless, it can be used for formative assessment in the classroom.